I know you weren't happy with your performance against the AJ fight at Bellator 221, but I'm sure there were positives and things that you took away from that to work forward. You know, talk a little bit about that.
Of course, you always got to find a positive in a negative situation, and I really don't think it was that bad of a loss on my end. You know, if anything, it's going to motivate me to be a better fighter, and that fight really didn't make a difference. You know, there wasn't, if I won or a loss, it really didn't matter. It's all about this tournament. I knew there was a featherweight Grand Prix. I didn't know if I was in it, but I had a hunch that I was going to be invited. So thankfully, they did invite me. That's why I'm here. I'm excited. I'm remotivated. I'm pushing myself even harder. I'm trying to become a better fighter since that last loss, and I think everything happens for a reason. So that loss is going to propel me to be a better athlete, a better fighter, and overall I think I can win the tournament because of it.
Well, that's got to be nice, because it's not like you had to go out and lobby. You let your fighting do the lobbying for you when they gave you this invitation. So that's got to be nice, knowing that your body of work was enough to show them that you deserve to be in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, with the featherweight division, I've been here from the beginning, and I was a two-time featherweight, world champion. I won 2 tournaments before, so I knew they had to take that in consideration. And like I said, it was up in the air if they got the invitation or not. But I was just kind of going off of my past, what I've accomplished, and what I bring to the table in the featherweight division. Even though I had a terrible performance my last fight, and I definitely don't want to have another performance like that again. So if anything, I got the dust off. I'm not rusty anymore. I'm falling right back into another training camp, another fight. And the last time I fought like this was when I was the champion. When I was consistent, I was going from one fight to the next to the next. I felt like I was at my strongest, my best. And I'm kind of going back into that old Pat Curran right now.
And one of the things I've been asking a lot of the guys, coming in and winning this tournament, one, you get the belt, which is very important, but also you're getting life-changing money. But for you, which was the goal first when you thought about this tournament? What was the thing that excited you the most?
I'm not going to lie, the $1 million grand prize, that definitely stood out the most. That's life-changing money, but at the same time, you can win the title and over $1 million. It's a multi-million-dollar tournament. So, both of them drew me into it, but majority, the one thing that I'm, really focused on is just winning the fight that is in front of me at the moment, one fight at a time, and then I can focus on the next one once I get through this. But yeah, it would be nice to win this tournament, change my life forever, not just myself, but mainly for my son, my fiance, our future. And I invest the money properly, make it last, and change our lives forever.
Well, you kind of answered there. I was going to say, I know most people always want to take care of the family, but there's also got to be some fun little purchases. So, what's the first thing you go out and get with that money?
Honestly, you think I would go and blow it on something, something for myself, like a brand new car, or a boat or something. But I made decent money back in my early 20s when I was, when I first became champion, and I was just young, dumb, didn't know how to, I guess handle my money at the time. I worked really hard. I had all this cash at once. I'm like, all right, I want to go have fun, enjoying my fruits of my labor. So I got that out of my system. I'm older now. I'm 31. I'm more mature. I'm going to be smarter with the money, and everything that I bring into the table now, I have to think about my son and his future. So I would love to pay off his college tuition. That's the one spending spurge I'm going to do, is just put money in the bank for him, so he has a bright future ahead of him. I don't need a car. I can pay off the house maybe upgrade to a bigger house, but I don't need anything fancy.
That's a good splurge, getting the house taken care of, and a little upsize doesn't hurt. Having the experience of being the champ, having the experience of going through all these tough things, that's got to give you an edge in this sort of situation as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've been through the highs, I've been through the lows, and I feel like it's molded me into the fighter I am today, and I have to take back. I'm learning a lot from it. Every fight that I go through, I'm constantly evolving, constantly trying to learn from a win or a loss. And I feel like you learn more from a loss. Like my last fight, I've taken a lot away from it. I grew a lot from it. And like I said, I think the motivation is going to be the changing factor in this fight.
All right. Well, let's look at the first round of this tournament. Let's talk about your opponent, Adam. Where is he dangerous, and what do you expect him to bring into this fight?
You know, he's dangerous in all levels, in all areas of the sport. You know, I highly respect him. He's an incredible martial artist, and you know, I'm not taking him lightly. He's you know, he's very dangerous in his strikes. He has good takedown defense. He's a scrapper. You know, he shows you know, high level submissions, and those are all the areas that we have to look after. You know, watch out for the big flying knees. Watch out for, you know, him getting back control and possibly getting a rear naked choke, or just, you know, putting myself in a bad position where I shouldn't be. So, like I said, I'm not looking past him at all. I know I have a very tough fight ahead of me, and you know, I'm excited to get in there on Saturday night.
And I always ask the guys, you know, it's more of an NFL term, but like the keys to the victory. What certain things really need to fall in line for you to make sure you get your arm raised on Saturday?
Keys for victory is just kind of keeping a cool state of mind, you know, not trying to stress out, no anxiety, just trying to enjoy the whole ride so far. Just being out here in California and doing everything that we are doing for Bellator. I just got to enjoy it for the most part, not overthink the fight, and just trust in myself, trust in my coaches, trust in the training camp that I had. I'm very happy and pleased with where we're at, and you know, I just know that all the hard work is already done. We just have to go in there and perform now.